Hi, my dear viewers and subscribers. Well, I hope that you're doing good, you're celebrating life, and every day you're becoming the new you. Well, this is the purpose of this very channel, and I hope that we are able to fulfill this purpose to a little degree. As I do not come online often, but I would definitely announce my schedule as well as to when I'm going to post the videos and everything. But if you're just first time watching, I welcome you to Celebrate Life TV, and I would request you to subscribe to the channel below. There would be a button and you can press the bell icon so that you do not miss what's happening on this channel. Alright, well, today I would like to talk about many things. One of the things out of many things that may disturb us and may disturb us to an extent that we just lose our internal peace. And that is when people behave bad with us. When people are rude, when people say nasty things, and when people are not who they are supposed to be. And on the top of it, what upset us is that we are the ones who have not done anything wrong to even trigger them, to even, trigger them or say anything to them. They just look into our life, and we are the ones trying to, walk in every way right possible in a peaceful manner. And that itself, the very lifestyle itself, triggers them. And when they do these things to us, it creates a lot of confusion, hatred, and hurt. And if we are too much into that, there is a force that grips us, which is unforgiveness. And we lose our peace. Today, I would like to tell you how you can come out of it. And I would like to give you the very key as to what you can do to out of it, because what happens is that unforgiveness binds you to the toxic memory in your mind as to what they have done or what they have said, and you would never be free from it. You may want to stop thinking about it, but whenever you're not busy or you're just trying to have your me time, you would find yourself that those thoughts will begin to come to your mind, and you would be like, oh my God, if there is anyone who could just tell me how to stop thinking about that person, because he did what he did, and after that he just went, and here am I crying, and I'm thinking about that person and wasting my life energy, which I should be focused on doing something else productive, for myself and for my family. So the key is that what exactly is keeping you in trap is the unforgiveness. Please give me your attention and try to understand. You may be deceiving yourself that you have already forgiven that person, you have just moved on, but in reality, if you have moved on, and if there are situations when you think about that person as to what they did and what they said, and it just kinds of invokes a kind of a emotional response from your end, and you begin to feel exactly the same way as if that situation which happened just few time ago is happening with you now. That means that you have not released it fully, and the only thing that binds you together to that toxicity that the person has released onto you is unforgiveness. And whenever you want to come out of it, you are forced to forgive them, bless them, and move on. But there is a thought that comes to your mind as to why. Because it is actually they who did the bad to me. It is actually they who did the nasty thing to me. And it is actually they who hurt me. And they did that while I was not doing anything against them. So what happens is that your own self-righteousness, and actually it is true that you are righteous, okay? I stand with you in that pain, but my purpose of life coaching here is to give you certain keys so that you walk in total freedom. Unforgiveness is the very chain that binds many people who are empathetic, who have open heart, who are sensitive souls, and they would never even think of doing anything bad to another person. But when it is actually the other people who attack you, or I would call it an attack for sure. Okay, they release their emotional garbage onto you. You kind of hold on to it. So I urge you to go into self introspection and see if there is any unforgiveness in your heart. Do you have any bitterness? Do you have any resentment? Do you have any kind of a question coming to your mind? Why should you let them go? And if these are the things that are coming to your mind or emotions, that means that you have not let them go. Now here, in that case, if you're in that kind of a struggle, what you have to do is you have to take all of your willpower, surrender it to God, and ask God to give you strength, and the God will give you the strength, so much so that the life force within you, as I believe that the God lives inside of you, will begin to empower you, and you will begin to move bit by bit, and you will begin to release all the toxic memory. Yes, this thing may happen in a secret place, and now the secret place is the place of prayer, a place of loneliness, a place of solitude, or it could be a literal place where you close the room and begin to talk with God and surrender all your hurt to Him, the one who created the heavens and the earth. And He will begin to speak to you. He will begin to heal you. He will begin to make you whole. And you will begin to see that this kind of questions as to why should you forgive while you didn't do anything bad to them, and it was them who did bad to you, and the things that, okay, it was so hurt that it is not good that at the end of the day they receive your forgiveness. All those questions will go away. And trust me, it takes conscious decision, a resolution, a willpower, and a surrender to God to enable you to come out of that thing and level up your mountain. And you will see that now the thought of that person is not disturbing you, because now you've given it to God. You've surrendered it to God. And you will begin to see that not only the thought, even those people, if they come in your presence, they would be the one who would feel weak, as their arrows will not work. I have seen it happening in my life, guys, and I'm telling you the real thing. And I am telling you that the process that I have talked about in this video, if you exactly do that, and if you're very hurt, wounded, and if you believe that you need inner healing, please find your secret place. You may choose to go in the park, or you may choose to close your room and just surrender yourself to God and all the hurt, because the God is very close to the brokenhearted. The God is very close to those people who are wounded, rejected, and they are abandoned by people, Yes, so please take this opportunity and take this message to the very core of your heart, and find your secret place and take your willpower. Deny yourself. Say that I would forgive. I refuse to be bound in the chains of unforgiveness, bitterness, and resentment. And even though they are not worthy to receive my forgiveness, I release them, for they did what they could do. And after that, it's my turn to do what I can do. And it's my time to find the inner strength within me. And I choose to surrender. Oh Lord, give me the grace to forgive those people, the people who have caused pain, who have abused me, who have caused a lot of bitterness inside my heart, and they have hurt my soul. Perhaps they have hurt you physically also. I mean, to that extent, if they have done something bad, it is very, very important that you do go to God about your condition, and you do not let this become a disease in your body. Oh yes, many of the times when you see the back pain, or when you see especially the upper back pain, or the spondylitis, or the blood related diseases like anemia or migraine or headache, these are all the result of unforgiveness, guys. Oh yes, guys, do I speak into your spirit? Do I speak into your soul? And yes, it's difficult thing that I'm asking you to do, because I do not know to what extent you were offended, you were hurt, you were in pain, and for how long. Perhaps you are a person walking with eating disorders and under a chronic depression, and here and there when you begin to talk your pain out, people begin to listen to you, you feel comfort. But it's time that you take away the temporary relief, all right, and you'd say that I need a permanent relief. I need to be released from this chain that is binding me to think about myself, my future, and I do not want to think about those people who have hurt me. Okay, so I know that what I'm speaking right now is very, very hard to do, and many people would not do it. But forgiveness, before even you think about forgiving them as to what exactly you think, that even if they are not worthy to receive your forgiveness and all, forgiveness is actually a thing which will result for you. And the first result, before even they begin to realize their weakness, you will begin to see the positive result of forgiveness. And you know what's that? It is the self-healing. Forgiveness, it not only requires a resolution, a conscious decision, a surrender and faith in the power of God and in yourself, but exactly it is the act of self-healing, guys. And Celebrate Life does self-healing modules, and if you are facing trouble in forgiving people who are irritating you, who are abusing you, perhaps they abused you in the past and you think that they got away with it, okay, don't worry, you can just give us an email and you can set up a life coaching sessions. Even the life coaching that I do is very affordable, but whatever free content that I release in these videos or in this episode that I have said, I truly believe that it will work out for you. Please go ahead and take step. Life begins little by little, okay? Take the opportunity here. All right, so I'll see you again in another video. You take care, and those who wish to book the life coaching sessions, my details would be in the description box below. At the same time, I have some other channels on YouTube that you might want to have a look at, and I will put the link below. All right, and I'm very soon starting my blog, and I am trying to write some ebooks, and I hope that they would be good for the humanity. All right, so pray for me. I need your prayers, love, and I pray for you also, that you may receive the main message out of this episode today, and you do work on yourself. Become the new you. Celebrate life. No matter how hard the life has been, I'm sure you can celebrate life. That is what this organization teaches. In the face of the storms of life, I celebrate life. I become the new myself every day. Alright then, so I'll leave you here with this quote, and I will see you again in another episode. Alright, you take care of yourself. Bye bye.